Today is a very special day. I'm filming this right now on the 12th year anniversary of Mommy. And it might seem a long while for some of you, but for me, she still continues to inspire me to live for Jesus every single day. And here's why. Mommy had a promising career at ABS-CBN, which is where Daddy and Mommy met, by the way. She was a journalism graduate being trained by one of the best broadcasters in the Philippines. But time came when she had to make a choice. Would she choose this bright career waiting for her, or will she follow God's call into full-time ministry? Mind you, this choice was hers alone. Although Daddy was already being called into ministry, he didn't give her the ultimatum. God did. Her choice was her savior. And then there's me. I guess you can see where this is going, and no, I did not quit my job because I was simply tired or because I had another job offer. It was because of this very thing. The calling that was my parents a long time ago has become God's calling for me. And yes, you can say that I married a pastor, and so I saw it coming, but he didn't actually tell me to quit. He didn't force me into anything. This was my personal calling. It wasn't just because that our parents are also in the ministry. It was something real for us as individuals and as a couple.
I remember when I first talked to Tita Jess, now my daddy Jess, about marrying LYCA and going into full-time ministry. He recounted the memories and the struggles they had with Mommy Maris. And I remember the first time that he first told Mommy Maris that they were going into full-time ministry, that he asked her, "Maris, handa ka na ba magutom?" And it was just a funny moment that he shared to us, and it's funny, but it's real that the ministry is just unclear, but both of them, they went through it together and they pushed through it together, and they've seen the faithfulness of God together. And that's something that we want also in our lives as full-time ministers.
I distinctly remember how Daddy would tell me that when Mommy was in her very last days, she looked him dead in the eye and told him, "Jess, I don't regret anything." And seemingly that was a romantic thing to say, but it was more than that. It was a divine moment. Because at that moment, she knew that all that they went through, it wasn't just happiness and joy. They went through some hard times, some trials and challenges for the sake of the gospel. And she left everything, her career, her job title, her job or financial security, and maybe even the quote-unquote respect of her family, maybe some colleagues. And that's what I'm about to take on. And I have no regrets too.
Talk about surrender to God, right? And to answer our friends, Kuya Jack and Ate Freda, we really don't know when the income's gonna come. It's never fixed. It's never flowing. But one thing we know that is fixed is the faithfulness of God. And that's really all we're depending on. Seeing the testimony, hearing the testimony of the family before us, and men and women of God before us, and what we see in the Bible, we know that God is faithful to those who are faithful to Him, and really that's all we're leaning on. That's all we're depending on. I mean, if it's God's will that we go hungry, then it's probably for His glory and for our joy. And we just want to trust in the faithfulness of God.
And honestly, when my parents were in the full-time ministry, I didn't really understand it then. But somehow when she passed away, I thought that I was pursuing the things that she didn't get to, like her aspirations, her dreams, her career, or whatever that she wanted to do. But actually, by leaving my job, by forsaking all of that, I was continuing the ministry that she so dearly loved and following her Savior that she so dearly loves, of course, until now in eternity. But here I am, and this is what God has called me into, what God has called us into. And so this is what we will be doing for the rest of our lives, because if or when God cuts my life short, I wouldn't want to be caught running after my aspirations and dreams. I want to be seen faithful, and that God would find me faithful doing the work for His kingdom and for the gospel of Jesus Christ. So, I guess we're doing this together full time.
Yes, we are. Yes, and I'm so excited for LYCA to join me in the full-time ministry. I've been praying about this, and God is finally answering our prayers. And so expect more vlogs. This will definitely be one of the things that we'll be doing full-time. Vlogs, we'll be doing podcasts and topics about marriage, ministry, and music. And we'll definitely be doing more covers and, of course, our original songs.
We have original song?
Yes, we do. So stay tuned for more.
See you, and God bless. Remember, don't waste your life.